Well, all right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dowell here. Have y'all noticed something? Y'all noticed something, huh? The silence is literally deafening. Man, I've got a lot of people out there, man. I must be important. Whew. A lot of people hating on Pastor Dowell this time. Woo, boy, a whole bunch of them. Hey, that's good. But have y'all noticed something? Every single one of them, I've all challenged them to an open discussion on a panel. Even made it easy for them to. I actually done something I normally would never do, because I like the type of discussions and talk like, men used to do of yesterday year. Like men used to do of old times, face to face. But man, I made it easy for them. I actually put them all out there. Challenged them openly to a discussion online, on a panel, so we can all have something to say and ask questions and answers, get answers. And you know what? Nobody took it up. What does that say about these people's character? What does it say? Well, I heard the other day that old Geno Jennings has jumped on the bandwagon of bearing false witness like anybody else does. That's how you could tell that these people, this religion that they ain't in nothing. Because, one of the commandments is you should not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shouldn't do it. If you wasn't an eyewitness on the account, you should never repeat a matter. You shouldn't even you should definitely not bear false witness, because out of the mouth of two or more witnesses, every word shall be established. I see the videos out there where they accuse Geno Jennings of adultery. Y'all ain't never heard me speak about it. First of all, number one, I'm not going to speak about it because I can't find no reliable witnesses. Not that I'm looking for them anyway. People can say anything. You know how it is when people leave churches and stuff, they get butthurt and everything else. I don't know if that man's committed adultery or not, but the Most High does. But nevertheless, it's out there. It's out there. And his sister seems very compelling and very convincing. But ain't that how it usually is, though? So you're not going to hear me. Unlike Geno Jennings, you're not going to hear me disparage his name in that area, because I have character. I have something that these other men don't have, and they would never, ever comprehend and understand, as that word called honor. We need people to actually, I'm telling you, that would be a total different mindset and attitude if a lot of these weak and feminine men today was in the military in the shit. If they went and did something that would put their damn life on the line, it would turn this mouth that runs like an effeminate woman on these emasculated and these effeminate men, because we got a lot of them out there. So I hear R. Kelly, Richardson Kelly is out there. Woo, boy, he got his 5 smooth stones, don't he? Now him I know for sure. That's a man that's got some very strong homosexual tendencies. And this generation is something. So for a generation to be so sexually promiscuous, and to be out there to where almost in and out of everything counts. Why in the world are people out there so concerned about other people's sexual orientation or whatever they doing and stuff? Now, myself personally, hey, I don't care what people out there doing. But if you're a part of the assembly where I pastor at, we have laws, we have rules and guidelines, we have commandments that we got to keep. There can't be no effeminate Israelites. There can't be no effeminate men inside of ever in Straitway. That's never it can't happen. We don't allow homosexuals, or even men, they even have homosexual tendencies like Richardson Kelly does. And I hear, hey, Geno, man, he sure does bark well like a dog up there behind the pulpit, don't he? And you can see he's never stopped in his antics and his showmanship of challenging and taking up debates with ignorant folks. But I noticed something about Geno. When he had an opportunity to debate the Israelites, he ran, tucked tail and ran. When he had an opportunity to debate me, because he opened up his mouth and I accepted his challenge, mute. He got silent. But boy, as soon as he hears something negative about me in any way, shape, fashion, or form, coming from very unreliable, low character, low base minded people, he takes off and runs with it. You people up at First Church, man, you should be extremely careful about these soft T men up there that y'all listening to, because they are hypocrites to the highest degree and highest order. Like I said, no honor, none whatsoever at all. It would do good for some of you men to put on 300 pounds of gear and step out of an airplane at 2:30 in the morning in a foreign country and then have to hump that rucksack 11 or 15 miles through the jungles. It sure would, man. What an experience it would be. It sure would be an experience of some of you people who claim to be Israelites. If you become an agricultural people and stuff, and you get out here in a deer stand in the wintertime, and you forge yourself a living and learn how to not only kill a deer, but to learn how to field dress it, and then to learn how to skin it and quarter it and bring it home to your family, so you at least have an idea what it really truly means to be a man. Because this generation has unlost it. Right now, I believe it's turkey season. Get out there, get some turkey. Go out there and kill the wild turkey. Go out there and forage, so you can at least get a glimpse, at least in something, in some of your pathetic little lives, of what it means to be a man. No wonder these women are tripping out on a lot of y'all, because I mean, y'all more feminine than they are. And women, man, they ain't got no time to be set up there following no weak, spineless cockroaches of men. And then you got, what's his name? Seapock Stew, or Smool or Stool or something like that. I call him Stool. Another hide behind the character effeminate troll. Man, they love it though. Hey, but listen, these people tell you exactly what they are. They are content creators. It's hard for me to believe that a lot of these people got the Holy Spirit. But I can tell you one thing, when I read them scriptures, and then I look at this society right here, and them scriptures, I read about men. When I read about Jacob, Joseph, Moses, when I read about David, some of the righteous kings of Israel, men, real men. I'm talking about men. Paul, when he withstood Peter to the face because he was meant to be blamed, men. Man, social media has done help with the feminization, along with the mess that they doing with the food. Man, the estrogen levels are running overtime, and they are tilting the scales on these males today. I can't call them men because they have the anatomy of males, but they don't know what the hell a man is. Well, I'm hoping that Bingo TV, Django TV, and boy, the allegations done come out about him, huh? Wait, man, they said that he's a pedophile. I don't know that. I don't know that to be true, but they got a lot of videos out there about him being a pedophile. Now, what you've got to do is you've got to look at what those people are saying, and you've got to peer into their lives, and you have to see if there's any credibility to these people whatsoever at all, or if they just straight up devilish trolls. That's what you got to do. You should fear enough for your own soul that you wouldn't disparage somebody else's name because somebody else has got butthurt. That's what you should do. You should be extremely careful what you say about people. Now, if you repeat that matter and everything, man, and you're acting like that is gospel truth, and so I'm telling you, man, I'll tell you what this done for me. I am so happy and so glad. I didn't know that I was this hated of a man. I mean, because you look at my track record, all I do is do good to people and for people. Now I get crapped on a lot, but I do good for people. I do. And it's amazing. And these people have done nothing for nobody and barely can even do something for them own selves. Man, I tell you what, let me give y'all a couple of things y'all need to be working on so you can know where liberty and freedom is. If you're in debt, get out of debt, because the book says that the borrower is a servant to a lender. That means you are a slave to whoever you borrow from. And the Most High commands us to not run debt. So if you got a mortgage, a house note, car note, and all this other stuff, you better get rid of that stuff real fast, because you are sinning. You are flat out sinning. And if you're feminine, hey, over in 1 Corinthians 6:9, hey, you are going to inherit the kingdom of hell just like all the rest of the unrighteous. So I'm telling you, get your hands out here in the dirt, build something, do something. So if you do have male anatomy, at least for the first time in your life, you can actually feel like a man.